Well, hello there. Tell me, what brings a traveler like you to the Dream Factory? For what reason do you require the services of the Nightmare Machine? That's right, I said, the Nightmare Machine. Don't look so worried, friend. The Nightmare Machine does not make nightmares. It feeds off of them and creates positive dreams. Yes, we, that is to say, myself and the rest of the team, invented the machine here in the Dream Realm to serve the lucid dreamers who can't shake off their nightmares. Oh, don't worry about them. That's our current machine slave. We capture people of a cruel nature when they enter the Dream Realm and enslave them to the Nightmare Machine. In order for dreams to be converted, we have to send the pain and the suffering into an alternative source. They make the perfect subject. Of course, because they're enslaved to the machine, they appear to be in an eternal slumber in their own reality. Oh yes, even in the Dream Realm, pain is a very real thing, if you wish it to be. Once the slave is hooked up to the Nightmare Machine, they're slowly absorbed into it. They very much live their own nightmare every day. The machine itself has absorbed an uncountable number of slaves over the centuries. Surely you figured out by now. Time moves differently here. We may be from the same world, but are you from my past? Am I from your future? It's difficult to tell. You can always tell when someone is from your own dimension. But having met you, I honestly can't say that I recognize your attire as being anything familiar. Oh, you feel like you've met me before? I would know if we'd crossed paths, my friend. And you would know for certain. I imagine you've just met someone like me before. No, I can't say I've ever heard of Ondar City. Now, if you'd said... Never mind. I doubt you'd have heard of it either. We could be here all day talking about it. I have business to attend to. And it looks like you are my next potential customer. Well, of course I'm selling something. I wouldn't be known as the dream dealer if I wasn't selling anything, now would I? To be honest, I don't know what I'd be. I don't think it's any of your business what I do in the realm I come from. Here in the Dream Realm, we can be whatever we want to be. Although it's clear to me that you are a diplomat. You can't seem to shake that arrogant sense of self-importance, wherever a diplomat comes from. You can always tell when one appears here at the Dream Factory. Well, there's no need to take that tone. I can assure you that you are in the presence of one of the best salespeople in any realm. Now, could I offer you a dream? The catch? Well, one question I need to ask you. Do you have nightmares? Well, obviously, because you wouldn't find yourself in the presence of the nightmare machine if you didn't. Everyone who has ever had a nightmare usually finds their way when they have at least one. We help them get rid of their bad dreams. Well, it's an amazingly simple transaction. I draw the nightmare from you, feed it through this device, and then send it to the machine. Once it starts to be converted, the negative energy is sent to the slave. Tell you what, after I've extracted your nightmare, perhaps you'd like to meet the rest of the team? I'm sure they'd be happy to explain it more to you. Okay. Now, we must carry out your payment. Now, this won't hurt at all. However, I do want you to relax. Slow your breathing. If it helps, you could follow this pattern. Deep breath in. Hold. 2, 3, 4, 5. And let it out slowly. 2, 3, 4, 5. Keep that pattern going, okay? As long as it will help you to stay calm. Now, if you'll just lean back in your chair, and if you so wish, you can close your eyes, and I will begin. Look right here. And when you close your eyes, picture it in your mind's eye. Ready? All right. You can open your eyes. See now, that wasn't difficult at all, was it? The nightmare that you were having has been replaced with a positive dream. The next time you fall asleep, you will experience a much more positive scenario. Oh, your nightmares reached the machine. From my instruments, it seems yours was a particularly potent one. I only hope the slave will be able to take this torment. Anyway, I think you've earned your visit to the workshop. Go through that door over there, take a right. Don't worry, you'll be safe. No harm will come to you. Oh no, I'm afraid you won't get to meet the slave. We like to keep him as withdrawn and shackled from any form of reality as possible. He only hears our voices. He's never seen us. It adds to the torment. He can't tell if we're real or not. Some people might think it's cruel, but when you consider the atrocities he let happen and that he created in his world, it only seems fair that he get a taste of his own medicine, right? Right. Yes, well, I'm sure you're just itching to get started on your tour. As I said, head through the door, take a right. It'll take you through to the first level of the workshop. I can't recall who you'll meet first. This place does tend to change and alter from time to time to better suit the moods of who's working. So, you'll find yourself either in the Dream Inventor's workshop, the Dream Weaver's room, or in the Dream Engineer's Fix-It shop. Either way, they're usually the first areas visitors find themselves in. Now, good luck on your travels, friend. Perhaps we'll meet again in another place or another time.
That's a little problem. I see you, little bugger. Where's my... Here we go. There we go. Need a new review, don't I? Oh, hello. I'm sorry. Hope you weren't standing there for long. Sometimes I just get so wrapped up in my work, I think I wouldn't be able to tell if the whole place set on fire. Anyway, you must be the person that everyone's been talking about lately, eh? The visitor. Well, welcome to my workshop. Do come in. Yeah, you can have a seat there if you'd like. My name is... well, names aren't really important in this place. All you need to know is that I am what they call the Dream Inventor. Well, yes and no. I don't actually invent the dreams that people have here. You know, that's not really what I do. But I actually invented the nightmare machine. Yeah, that machine that you've just fed with your own sort of dark energies. Well, I am unable to take you through the entire process of creating the machine. It's a closely guarded secret, you understand. Only me and the Dream Engineer know fully how it works. The Dream Engineer, that's the person who looks after it and keeps it running, all that sort of thing. They work very closely in unison with the machine to make sure that no parts of it ever fail. And of course, this being the dream realm, it never needs to fail. That concept is literally not an option here. Okay, that's definitely a problem. Huh? You seem doubtful. Well, let me assure you that anything is possible here in the dream realm. It really is. You look as if you've been here long enough to have figured that out. Unless, of course, this is your first time here as a lucid dreamer. Oh, you're stuck here, eh? So you're trying to find a way back to the real world and reconnect with your body, is that it? I see. Well, I mean, I can invent literally anything in this place, but I'm afraid I can't invent a way to help you. You see, I'm not really involved with magic. I'm an inventor. See, that's what I do, more of the nuts and bolts, the gears and machines and things like that. That's more my realm of expertise. No, seriously, I'm actually quite well known in my village. Perhaps you've heard of it. It's a little place, it's called... Please don't interrupt me. Now I lost the flow and completely forgot where the conversation was going. Oh well, no matter. I do actually have a lot that I should be getting on with. You know, I'm not just here to build new features of the machine itself and to sort of, you know, check on that and do repairs and things like that. In fact, there's a lot of things that I've created in the real world that have started out their fabrication right in this place. Yeah, like this guy right here. It's a special kind of weapon that instead of using things like bullets or even, you know, different types of ammunition, it uses energy around you in sound. And this little file right here, it takes in sound and then it amplifies it through here. And then it can create a very forceful, concentrated sonar blast. Yeah. And this little idea, well, it started right in here. Yeah, that's right. The beauty of the dream realm is that I can make this place look like any workshop that I want. Although usually it ends up looking like my own. Yeah, it is quite convenient. You know, then I know where everything is when I need it. And also, the other advantage is that if I lose something in the real world, I can come here and sort of retrace my steps to where I saw it last, and then I can find it. And then when I wake up in the real world, I can find it in the same place usually. Quite convenient, especially because between you and me, I think a lot of my tools grow legs and can sort of find their way to getting lost on their own. It's incredibly frustrating, but, you know, at least with the dream realm, I have a better way of finding them. Ah, there we are. That should be the right size. Where did you go? Yeah, okay, that's the one I need. Go get you out of here. Oh yeah, it is incredibly convenient. Although, to be honest, it doesn't always work. See, unless your dream is incredibly vivid or specific, then you may not remember your time in the dream realm when you wake up in the real world. So sometimes it can actually be frustrating to be here at times. You know, it's like when you have a dream and you know that it's a really good dream or a really important dream, but then you wake up and all you can remember about it is that it was good or important, but you can't actually remember what happened. So frustrating. There are times when I've started working on a project here and I've been really excited about it, and then I wake up and All I remember is that it was a project that I was really excited about, and that's it. And that's not very helpful, is it? You know, the funny thing is, I never remember that the nightmare machine exists when I wake up in the real world. It's as if my mind has this ability to sort of block out the memory of it, almost. Yeah, it's weird. Oh, I suppose that is true. If I were to create the plans for the nightmare machine in the real world and those plans fell into the wrong hands, that could create quite a catastrophe, couldn't it? Although not that it would really work. You know, the machine, it runs on dreams, you know, and that's not a function that would work in the real world. You know, in the real world it would require the presence of a magic user with immense power. But here I can function safely and securely because of, well, the nature of the realm itself. Things work differently here. Bit better, if you ask me. Well, sometimes better. Although sometimes things have a way of taking on a mind of their own. It's a bit weird. The dream dealer told you about the slave, did she? Well, yes, it is true. I didn't really want anyone to suffer, of course, but in order for the machine to work, it does take a human spirit to be enslaved to the machine. Yeah. When I first brought the team together, working on the nightmare machine, we decided that it would only be the spirit of cruel and heartless people in the real world. People who, you know, are cruel for no reason. Things like that. And over time, the machine absorbs them completely, and then they never awaken in the real world. Yeah, all right, it is a bit morbid, isn't it? However, it's justice, in a way. The dream realm has a way of showing us those who are of a dark heart, those who enjoy bringing misery and suffering to others for their own entitlement, their own entertainment, whatever the case may be. This is their eternal punishment. Because once they're absorbed by the machine, the spirit remains alive. No form of escape. Every nightmare becomes their forever reality. Yeah, it's said that the machine is a gateway to the spirit realm, apparently. I don't really know exactly how that works, because it's not a function that I designed. Like I said, things sometimes sort of take on a mind of their own around here. Yeah, I don't know exactly how it works, because I don't deal in magic. It seems that when I created the machine itself, it became occupied by some sort of energy of sorts. Yeah. You know, you ask a lot of questions. You actually remind me of someone I used to know in my village back home in the real world. They're gone right now. They've been on their travels for a long time, so I don't have their questions to answer. It's been a bit quiet lately. I think lots of people in the village have been missing them, especially the girl at the local inn is missing them. They were developing quite a friendship. A lot of people have noticed it. But that's none of my business, is it? Well, it looks like you are certainly on a hurry. So maybe it's a good idea that you move on to the next part of your tour. However, if you do find yourself in the dream realm again, stop on by my workshop. It's always nice to chat with someone with an open mind and a dream to cling to. Well met, my friend. Perhaps we'll meet again.
So, you're our visitor, are you? I can't say that I'm entirely pleased to see you. I'm not in the habit of allowing outsiders into my workshop. However, I have it on good authority that I am to be giving you the tour. A complete explanation of what I do. Here, allow me to set it to you straight. I am extremely protective of my work. Do not expect a full demonstration. Only the worthiest of individuals are granted the full demonstration, and that number of people is 0. You are correct. I'm very particular indeed. Out of everyone that has visited this workshop, no one has been deemed worthy to learn my secrets. Then I shall honor you with an introduction. You may know me as the Dream Weaver. I am responsible for creating all of the dreams that the nightmare machine is incapable of. It is my highest and most esteemed honor to be allowed the privilege of designing the dreams for those people who wish a bespoken, customized sleep adventure. Only the most experienced and financially wealthy can afford dreams created by me. It is not for me to speak upon how they pay for those dreams. Know that they do, and they are extremely grateful for what I create them. I am an artist, a creator of content for those people. You couldn't possibly understand. It's highly unlikely that you could afford my services. Well, the nightmare machine was created for the likes of you. The commoners of the many realms always go for what the machine creates because it's a free service. To be honest, you get what you deserve for that cursed monstrosity. My dreams are like gold dust, incredibly rare and very, very expensive, as I've already stated. I suggest you forget about it, because I don't offer free samples. Yes, my friend, I don't give out such information unless I deem them worthy, and you are not worthy. I will know when someone comes into this workshop worthy of learning the functions of the Destiny Loom. I built this place with the other members of the group. However, I made it abundantly clear that one space was to be my own, and therefore I would build and develop it on my own. This is that one place, free of their influence. They have no control over anything that happens here. Well, all I will tell you is that all the dreams made in this room are done so by my own hands. There are no mechanical functions in this room other than the loom itself. All other technology is banned on my authority. I built this place with the other members of the group. However, I made it abundantly clear that one space would be my own, and therefore I would build and develop it on my own. This is that one place, free of their influence. They have no control over anything that happens in here. A little gratitude wouldn't necessarily hurt my ego. I suggest you keep a civil tongue in that head of yours, else I will be forced to dismiss you from here with a flea in your ear. You see if I don't. I will not be taking any of your lip. Good. Now that we are both on the same page, if you have any other inquiries, I suggest you ask. Know, however, you will not be getting the answers you seek. As I have proudly stated, I am extremely protective of my work. You should feel honored you were even permitted to cross the threshold. So then, you'd like to know where I'm from. Anywhere and everywhere. Not the answer you're looking for, granted. But just know that it doesn't matter where you're from in the dream realm. Everyone has a place and a sense of belonging here. I can tell that you are disjointed from reality. How exactly did you come about entering the dream realm? You don't have the hallmarks of someone who's asleep. Now that is a term I have not heard for a very long time. Soul trapped. You know, the Mages Guild used to frown upon the process of soul trapping. I remember Emperor Yuri Command. What's his name? You know the one. Oh, you don't know. Where do you hail from? Monarchy. Andarian monarchy. Andarian. Nope, sorry. Never heard of it. Wait. This dimension is a nexus for many other realms. I am aware of scrolls that can allow you to enter the dream realm without needing to be asleep. But those require the knowledge of the moth. Yes, don't speaking in riddles. It makes sense to me. There's no need to shout. By the 9, calm yourself, sweet one. Thank goodness you don't actually have the ability to shout. That would be disastrous in the dream realm. Well, it all has something to do with dragons. I'm not entirely sure what, but they say that dragons are responsible for the creation of most of the dimensions in existence. Interesting. You say you have a book with detailed information on all the mythical beasts that you can encounter in your land. Let's see it. What does it say about dragons? Let's see if our knowledge matches up. Oh, good grief. This is not a dragon. I can tell you right now that their forearms and their wings are one and the same. They use them to fly through the air and to walk around on ground. What in the name of Oblivion is a wyvern? What the No, sorry. This is a dragon. Whatever that disgusting creature was, with 4 legs and wings coming out of its back, that is most certainly not a dragon. That is from the mind of a deranged lunatic. That is not what a dragon looks like, I can assure you that. Well, I will not speak upon that. That is merely your opinion. I am aware of many of the other realms, but I am not aware of yours. You have to understand, there is an infinite number of realms, and every citizen of every realm has access to this dimension. I can't possibly keep track of all the knowledge that I learn from every citizen. Well, my friend, it seems that your time is up. It's about time that you move on. I told you you would learn very little from me, and I kept my word. You know why. You are not worthy. You will learn nothing. There is nothing for you here. I honestly hope you enjoy the rest of your visit, and wish you all the best on the rest of your journey in the Dream Realm. Good day to you. Mind the door on your way out. I'm keeping this book.
Welcome. Welcome. Do come in. Oh dear. Oh dear. I'm so sorry. I should have known that you'd bump your head on that silly pipe. One would think that inhabiting the dream realm, where we can control the dreams around us, should be simple to shift something like a little low-hanging pipe so that our dear old visitors don't bump their heads on the way in. Please, do sit down. Do sit down. Take a seat. Sit right there. Sit right there. You are quite right. We work as a collective to readjust this building. And even something as small as raising one pipe, I couldn't do it without them. This is our dream factory. Yes, I am so very proud of it. Although some do call it the nightmare machine. how it pains me to hear those dreadful words. But no, you must be hurt, and indeed in pain, even as we speak. Please allow me, please, to just take a look at the cut on your head. It'll only take a jiffy, and it would bring me great comfort to know that you're all right. Very well. No, it's a common misconception, actually. If something happens in the dream realm, then it follows you to the real world. As you wake. So, for example, if you cut your head and it were to get infected, that would return with you. So I need to make sure that you're well taken care of. That's the thing about dreams. They do have a way of becoming our reality. That's it. That's it. Just sit right there. Just sit right there. I'll have you patched up in no time. Don't you worry about that. Indeed. And I cannot sugarcoat our reality. If you were to die here, in the dream realm, then you should also die in the real world. No need to be alarmed. I'm here to help take care of you. Now, whilst I clean up this wound, why don't I tell you a little bit about myself? I'm sure you have plenty of questions to ask, don't you? They call me the Dream Engineer. Yes, because I keep this place running. Without me, I hate to think, every cog, nut and bolt would erode away to nothing. I've always enjoyed working with my hands, always tinkering with something, even in my spare time, keeping those hands busy, busy, busy working. I love to knit. I find it most therapeutic, and certainly a rather logical method of construction. Why, thank you. You are kind indeed. But there is no need for flattery. Please, please stay there. Stay right there, whilst I continue to clean your wound. I must ensure that it's attended to thoroughly. Ah, is that what you thought? That an engineer should be covered in grime and oil, as it were. I'm not sure what places you've been to, but perhaps they operate rather different forms of machinery than what we have here. No, I can't say I know of this trigon that you mentioned. I presume it's hot, humid, damp, dank, like much of the steam-powered equipment that they rely on across the other realms. There. Now, my machine, the Dream Factory, is quite unlike anything that you may have encountered. And it doesn't require your conventional fuels. Correct. When you visited the dream dealer, she extracted your nightmare, did you not? Ready for conversion into a good dream. That is the fuel for our Dream Factory. It's all the power, all the energy that we require. A smooth and clean process, I'm sure you'll agree. This whole machine runs on the conversion of nightmares. No, I'm afraid not. That's out of the question. No one here has ever met the Dream Slave. All we know is that they are locked away inside this factory somewhere. No windows, no doors. They're trapped within and within themselves. A cruel and evil heart. The only one who may be able to help. The Dream Programmer. I don't know if you've met yet, but he was able to build a portal. We've seen a glimpse, the merest of glimpses in our mind's eye, of the slave slowly being absorbed into the machine as their nightmares are consumed. But every time the portal closes, so yet we have never met the slave of the machine. I'm nearly finished now, but we must ensure that you don't touch the wound. I wouldn't want for it to get infected. If you were to stray near to the shadow realm, even a cleaned wound would attract the shadow beasts. It's the dream magic That's what keeps this place alive, breathing. The Shadow Realm. It's where nightmares dwell. The ones that we weren't able to capture and convert into dreams. They roam the Shadow Realms, dark and terrible monsters. They would be able to detect any wound inflicted by an artifact from the Dream Realm. You must promise me that you'll be careful. There is one person who could help you on your journey through the Shadow Realm. If you find them, you must stay close. They will leave false hearts behind. But I can tell that your heart is not false, only filled with sadness. You have been through so much, it seems. Of course, our time together is running out now. But I'm so glad I was able to help you. And if you find yourself at the edge of the Shadow Realm, do find the guide and stay with them the whole way through. I'm so pleased we managed to get you sorted and that you're ready to move along to the next department now. I'm sure my colleague will be happy to tell you about what they do within the Dream Factory. If you're ever in the Dream Realm again, please do look for the Dream Factory. It never returns to the same place twice. But I should be most glad if our paths were to cross again. For now, I shall bid you farewell and good fortune on your journey. Go well and tread softly.
Clarity check. Solidity check. Lid check.
Oh, come true. You are expected. I trust you are enjoying your visit of the Dream Factory. Oh, please, don't call it the Nightmare Machine. I can't stand it when people name it as that. If you met with the workers here, you will know that it doesn't even create nightmares. They fuel the machine itself. Who am I? You are in the presence of the gift wrapping manager. I am the most skilled in the art of gift wrapping. All the dreams of the elite are wrapped by myself, and only those. The others are wrapped by my team. Oh, you don't have to tell me. The term dream packer is common to me. I am an artist. My true talents are wasted in this location. Yet, here I am, boxing and wrapping dreams for the special clients. I even wrap the dreams of the monarch themselves. The others insisted on the side above the door, and to be honest, I don't like it. Dream pack. Dream pack. So come on. So, you have a dream going through the machine right now. I will make sure to have it wrapped for you to collect once it has been put through. Oh, of course, I won't wrap it myself. You are not important enough for my skills to be used. However, perhaps you would like to see how I go about wrapping something for a very important person. Let me show you. This dream is for a duchess by the name of Isabeau. I believe she rules a city from where you are from. It's a very, very grand and pleasant dream. She wishes to own the greatest collection of jewelry in the world, and we help her do that. Oh, you've met Isabeau? What's she like? I've heard great things about her. I understand that she is extremely popular with her citizens. Is it true? What? What? I look like her? Well, I am indeed flattered that you compare me to her. Duchess. I appreciate that though. But, however, I have the impression that you are not so keen upon her. Why is that, may I ask? It sounds to me you have made a big mistake there, my friend. It is best not to upset a person of power and leadership. I'm sure in time she will forgive you, but for the time being, I would advise you to keep your head low, or else you may lose it if she catches up with you. Indeed. So, you would like to see how we work with the dreams, how we wrap them for our customers? I would be most honored to give you a demonstration of what we do here. What am I going to choose for Duchess Isabeau? What do you think of this pattern? Too plain. Or this one? Yes. We might have something here. Oh, I'm sure she will enjoy the gold colors in this one. But paper doesn't seem sophisticated enough for a duchess. I recently learned a very new, exclusive wrapping technique from a foreign country using the best fabrics. I'm gonna show you. It's exquisite. And here we are. But it's missing a very last important thing. I'm sure you can't offer Duchess Isabeau anything unless it looks like a real jewel. Let me think about something. Let me think. Ah, yes. Exactly what I was needing for the perfect final touch. So, there you have it. The joy of gift wrapping. It brings me so much happiness to see a truly well-wrapped gift for any worthy dreamer. I am very particular when it comes down to handling presents of any kind. No, this one isn't yours yet. Oh, you're most welcome. I am genuinely happy that I've been able to take you through the process that we follow in the wrapping department. Well, I shan't keep you any longer. You need to be on your way. If you are to meet with the king of Dreamtopia, you need to make sure you're well on the road. No time to stand around talking. However, if you find yourself in the dream realm in the future, do drop by and say hello. We are always pleased to see visitors here at the Dream Factory.
Ha! Caught you prowling, didn't I? Oh, it's you. Well, I bet you're surprised to find a vampire here in the dream realm. It's your old friend Maximus from the troop. At your service. Yes, well, before we continue, I will just say don't mind the background noise. The ventilation has kicked in. The machinery got a little too hot recently due to a rather potent dream it's just received. And judging by your presence, I think I know where that dream came from. Oh, you know about the nightmare machine then. You know it's kind of sentient too, do you? Yes, well, never mind about that. I'm sure you've heard at least heard about the slave. Not to mention their blood blood-curdling screams. Anyhow, I suppose you're wondering how I managed to become the Dream Programmer. Well, maybe I'll tell you how I became the Dream Programmer in this little setup. Well, I'll let you into a little secret of my own. I'm able to enter the dream realm without the ability to lucid dream. Ho 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 ho. Don't give me that somewhat skeptical tone. If you knew how much energy it took for me to be able to get in here, you would not even be able to survive the experience. You wouldn't be able to cope with what I have to go through. Now then, perhaps you'd like to know more about my role in this place. I thought you'd be interested, considering I am no danger to you, more's the pity. I so wanted to taste your Ondarian blood. Yes, when we first crossed paths when you visited the troop. Unfortunately, in this realm, my teeth are somewhat stunted. So I won't be getting a bite from you this time round. Not that there will be another time. Oh, don't you worry about that, my friend. Rafik has your body safely locked away. When the time comes, it will be taken to Necrosure for the completion of the prophecy. Oh yes. It'll be kept safe until Lord Volkov has the crown of the Tyrant King firmly in his hands. Oh, of course the others don't know I'm a vampire. And they will never know I am a vampire. As far as they're concerned, I am a wizened old man, many years in advanced age, yet still capable of programming this machine in a second's notice, in a flash. Yes, well, it's no good trying to tell them. In the dream realm, vampires are not a threat in any way or form. We are virtually powerless. If we had power, this place would be ours to control, including the shadow beasts. I tell you now, we have trouble hiding ourselves in plain sight in this place. I said it before, the amount of energy we have to use would kill you outright. want to tell them? You really want to tell them that I'm a vampire? I wouldn't bother. Even if you did tell them, they would not believe you. I keep telling you, only you see me as my true self. The rest of them see me as an old man. Harmless, or maybe mostly harmless. Mind you, I did give a rather young dream delivery boy a rather nasty whack with my cane round the back of his legs for tardiness. So I guess I have that much of a threat level, if anything. I certainly sent him off whimpering. Oh, that was a lot of fun. Yes, so I guess there's that much of a threat level from me. Bruising. Still, that is not why you're here. You want to know about my role in this place, don't you? Well, my friend, I am the dream programmer. I actually create the different information that goes into the machine. They come out as information cards, though what's written on them I cannot read, for it is in a language I don't understand, and they have strange pictures upon them, which I have never seen before. Pictures of animals that look like nothing we have in our world. These cards actually somehow dictate what this nightmare machine does. Perhaps you'd like to see a few. Oh, so you know about the Dream Slave. Well, you're never gonna meet them. They, like so many before them, are being absorbed into the machine. Their actual bodies referred to as dead and buried, because they have been trapped in this realm for so long as slaves to the machine. Yes. A rather fitting punishment, if you ask me. And I'm a vampire, even though I have principles. Yes, well, they are the most evil of hearts. And vampires can never be slaves to the machine. Because we don't dream. At least we don't lucid dream. Yes, we don't dream in the conventional sense. In fact, were you even listening to a word I was telling you at the beginning of this conversation? Well, I think we should move along, and I will tell you about what actually programs this machine to give you your good dreams from your nightmares. This is the dream box, and in this box contains special cards, magical cards. And when they are revealed to me, they become part of the machine. I have to slot them in, mind you. But they have powers beyond your wildest imagination for the dreams. but they're always blank until they come out of the box. And they're all based upon elements of the universe. Fire, water, light, dark, metal, earth, air. Oh yes, there are many, many different elements in this universe. Now, I will see what we have in store for you. Oh, your dream's not yet ready yet, but we can but see what the cards tell us. This one is to do with the element of earth. As I say, I can't read the text, and I don't know what the picture represents. But this is clearly a special dream for a special person. I don't know what it is, but when the machine does its magic, it will be one of the best dreams that person has ever had. Oh yes. If only I could read what it said on here. This one has a picture of a bird, so I'm assuming it's an air element, and it's for flying, so this has to represent a flying dream. But these are the most powerful dreams that we create here. These are very rare and very, very special. This one is incredibly powerful. It is some sort of mystical beast. I don't know what it says, but if put into the wrong hands, this could be dangerous. And that appeals greatly to a vampire. And this is the most powerful of all. This is for a particularly superb dreamer, possibly even the monarch themselves. We shall never know, because we never know who actually orders the dreams unless specifically telling us. You'd have to talk to the dream packer about that. They know much more than I do. I'm just the dream programmer, after all. Yes, well, I'm sure you're very busy, and I wouldn't want to keep you any longer than you need to be kept. However, try as you might, I very much doubt you will ever find your way back into the real realm. The chances of you escaping the dream realm are incredibly remote indeed. However, I admire your tenacity in trying. Tell you what, if you do make it back to the real realm, if you do manage to get back to your body, and on the road towards your freedom from the curse of the Tyrant King, and being his vessel, keep watch out for me, because I'm hitting the road myself with my own troop. Oh yes, I'm forming my own group of dancers, and I think you'd enjoy it very much. I know you're keen on such delights from the desert realm. Don't play coy with me. I heard about your time at the academy in Cali. Though I doubt you'd even make the grade as a dancer. I remember our... Don't play coy with me, friend. I heard about your visit to Cali. Though I doubt you'd even make the grade as a dancer. I remember Arundella saying how disappointed she was with your audition. It's a shame she won't be joining me in my new endeavour, but I understand she has received a request to perform for Lord Volkov in Necrotia. Oh yes, he and his people have asked her to attend the court, personally, as his personal performer. Mind you, he's also invited his personal sponsor from the academy, Cassandra. And the look on my Don't play coy with me, my friend. I heard about your time at the academy in Cali. I don't think you'd even make the grade as a dancer. I remember Arundella saying how disappointed she was with your audition. It's just a shame she won't be joining me in my new endeavour. But I understand she has received a personal invitation from Lord Volkov to perform long-term at the court in Necrotia. He and his people have asked her, along with his own sponsor from the academy, Cassandra. Judging by the looks on your face, you yourself have crossed paths with Cassandra. You know, I have a soft spot for both Arundella and Cassandra. They're both incredibly talented and incredibly beautiful women. I look forward to returning to Necrotia and seeing them perform for myself. Yes, I think they will perform well together as a duet. Mind you, Arundella usually does prefer to perform alone, so I think it's going to be quite interesting. Mind you, they both have pretty good dynamics, so I think they'll get along. Yes, well, granted, I've not told you a great deal of my role, and yet I have. Who knows? Perhaps I have given you foreshadowing. Perhaps I've just kept you busy while the clock ticks away the final moments of your life force, and your body becomes more and more of a vessel for the tyrant king. Well, never mind, my friend. Let's just keep this tour on the move. Off you go to your next destination, and if, as I say, you happen to find yourself back in your body and back in the real realm, which is an event I find very hard to believe will actually happen, remember to drop by my new troop. All the best, my friend. At least,